Alright, good morning everybody. Today's project is the tractor. It has an issue. I think it's kind of common with these mowers, with the bearing going bad on the mower. And as you can see, I'll show you when I get the other one out, but it's quite loose here, so it looks like I'm going to have to pull the nut and then use a puller to pull the pulley off and then slide the new stuff back on. But it's quite torn up. It was making a horrendous noise, and really, there it is. There's the offender right in the middle. Can't really see it, but that bearing's chewed up really bad. So we're gonna get it apart, get that swapped out, and see how it works. So I think it looks fairly easy. Gonna put it up on the mower jack, but it looks like these 4 bolts here. Thankfully the new one comes with bolts, so even if we break these off, which I don't think will happen, but biggest thing will be taking the tension off your blades like so, and then looping the belt over that and going from there. But it shouldn't be too hard, but this is mechanical stuff, so we'll see what's actually true. So I'll keep you tuned in. Out, and what you kind of need to do, we'll kind of explain it in reverse order. What would probably be wise to do first is to leave your blade and take a 7/8 socket and an impact and get this nut off first so that you can pull your pulley off, because to drop that out, obviously your pulley won't go through the deck. So I did it reverse, and I didn't really have anything to hold on to. So I had to use a pair of big pliers on the base of the spindle here. So if you go ahead and leave your blade first, that gives you something to hold on to while you zip this off with an impact or a ratchet. And that seems like that'll be good. These nuts do go, they're kind of a self-tapping into the aluminum base. I broke off one, as we'll see here. But thankfully, I broke off 2. Yeah, so I probably won't even use this base. Not to mention it was wearing so badly. See, it kind of wore the housing. But you can see how that, these are rebuildable if you can catch them before this happens. So thankfully, my friend who was mowing, no issues with him. But here's the new one. So there's the new holes. So these will just kind of self-tap, self-thread in there. So it's just a cast aluminum. But new bearing there, and then the pulley will fit right there on top, and then nut. Thankfully it's got the grease zerk, which since they're a sealed bearing, I'm not really sure why they would need the grease, honestly. But this kit came with the new nut on top. Thankfully it was only 30 bucks, 40 bolts for all around, and a new bolt for the blade. So really not a bad deal at all. There was this housing, so that'll go back on your mower when you slide this up in there, like so. And yeah, so I went ahead and in some cases it was easier to detach some of the linkages. I made it because they actually get the impact on this one. It made it easier just to detach that linkage, drop it straight on the ground. So, but yeah, pretty much the same. All these mowers, Husqvarna, Poulin, and Craftsman, are all about the same, and the parts are interchangeable. So as long as you've got your part numbers, that really helps. So we'll finish up here and see how it goes. Alrighty, so we got the get that to the light here. Got it out to the got the pulley off. Whew. That housing's really chewed up. Ooh, some more parts falling out. Yeah, you can see how it was pretty worn out. Basically that top bearing just came apart. There's part of it on the ground right there. But anyways, got the new one on there, pretty easy. The self-tappers threaded in pretty well. Just try to go even and tighten them that way. But see, the housing on that's pretty worn, and there was a washer on top, so I put it all together first. I'm gonna put the new spindle on. I just put the new pulley back on top right away, but without that washer, you're smack down on the housing again. So found the washer that came with this, put it on there, and tightened down the new pulley, or not the new pulley, but the other pulley, and seems to be nice and smooth. Rode it around, and with the blades on, and the deck feels pretty quiet. The other spindles were good too, so it took about an hour, maybe about an hour 15 minutes. So first time doing it on this type of mower, so next time it'll be a little bit easier, but not that hard of a job if you want to handle it yourselves. But ideally, don't let your spindle for your Craftsman or Husqvarna pull-in mower get this bad. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.